Hi, this message is for anyone that has any connection with the One Community Education Program. I am making a audio because I was considering something, and instead of just thinking about it, I would just put it out there. Okay, so I just spoke with Jess, and I made a comment, and I don't want her to think that I am pointing fingers at her. Okay, so I'm not pointing fingers at anyone. This is simply a belief that is based on where I'm coming from these days regarding the knowledge that is out in the world. And so when I said to her that I would have done the education section differently, what I was referring to is that my belief that our education system was created for a particular purpose, and that purpose is based on the whole idea of why we were even created. And again, this is all my conjecture and thoughts on what I believe. I'm just putting this out there. And since my belief is that we were created as slaves to mine gold, and I know that's pretty popular belief in the realm of light workers, so it's not totally out there, but my even further investigation has revealed that the whole being created for mining gold thing was based on another civilization coming here and setting up us humans from the Atlanteans that were here, and our planet was sound, which would appear as water, but it was more sound. It was all about sound. The Atlanteans lived in a world of sound. So when these other relatives showed up and our planet began to manifest into a more physical realm, so that's how things started rolling. But anyway, so from that viewpoint, they created us for a purpose of themselves. And within the creation of this purpose was education. And a individual, I believe his name was Marduk, chose our language. And I assume from that point was eventually, and not immediately, I don't believe, how to learn. So when we came, and we came from overseas and we came here to America and the Mayflower and all that stuff. So everything that is going on now has been since the beginning. And so the purpose was a purpose of us having to depend on other people, and the idea was that these people that created us were going to come back and save us from something, because they actually created a system that would make it so that we needed help all the time. Anyway, geez. The idea of this is that from the beginning, the systems that were set up way back when are what we've been taught. So they're not necessarily based on something that's for our good, and that's what I believe. So anyway, when I said that I believe I would have started from a different point, I meant another way. And we're definitely doing another way of learning. It's just that my thought of learning something that was faulty to begin with may not be the best way, but it is, for now, that's great. When I set up my education system, I'll do it differently. So anyway, I guess the main idea was that I wasn't pointing fingers to say, oh, Jess, what you did is horrible. That's not what I meant. I meant that, and yes, I have 100 things going on in my mind. I'm all over the place. But it wasn't what you've done with what you've had. It's just that I believe the point that we've learned from has been faulty. And so it's like taking something that's created faulty and redoing it, but because you only have these items to choose from, you know, it's like taking apart this fan here. But you only have the items within the fan to recreate it. So the bottom line is we're recreating this fan in a different order. But what if the fan itself is faulty? Because, for instance, it doesn't blow very fast and it looks really functional. It's not very pretty, you know. So we fixed that up. But all the time we don't realize that the back of it, it was put together to be as a listening device. You know, and so we don't know this. And we put it back together and the listening device is still in there. And so we've just recreated a faulty device. And I guess if I had said that at the beginning, it would have made more sense. But I didn't think of that till just now. It just kind of came out of me. So the bottom line is, I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to insult the education. I just wanted to say that had we started at a different point, maybe looking at it differently, if we had time, it would have been totally out of this world. But I believe that the way we're looking at it as a system is definitely a way that would help these children or whoever uses it to see things differently. And maybe they'll be the ones to go back to the beginning and say, well, wait, you know, maybe it'll be them that does that. So anyway, love you, Jess. Thanks everybody for listening. Bye.